The following contest is scheduled for one fall. And it is for the Wrestling Theology Fellowship Heavyweight Championship. Being officiated by referee Will Stone.
All right, Jeremy, we've got the World Championship match. Anthony Toatele versus Shane Mercer. What do you think about this match?
Oh, my word. Who would have believed that Anthony Toatele, off of a hard-fought victory against Ace Perry, would walk into the brick wall that is Shane Mercer, his opponent here this evening.
And Shane Mercer should be coming out.
Taking his sweet time. Led to the ring by Jason Saint.
There he is. And Jason Saint with the short hair.
Oh, my. Jason Saint got an impromptu haircut at the Steel Cage Challenge, the last Wrestling Theology Fellowship show.
And Shane Mercer is a beast.
Making a name for himself on the internet due to some recent antics at a Midwest Independent show. Actually picked up and spun a section of bleachers, made Sports Illustrated, made Rolling Stone.
And didn't he actually use the bleachers as a weapon against the Gymnasty Boys?
Yes, he did. He spun it the way one might spin a ladder. Shades of Terry Funk. The immense strength of Shane Mercer. Fortunately, there's nothing here at the Mercy Road Church that would be useful in that type of maneuver.
Well, even if there was, I told him, hey, don't pick up any church equipment tonight.
Shane Mercer staring down the entranceway, waiting for Anthony Toatele to make his entrance.
And Anthony Toatele, he's got a baby on the way. Kenzie's not with him. He's keeping her safe. But he says that he's wrestling for his child.
Congratulations to the happy couple. Congratulations to Kenzie. We hope to see you back soon, but we understand that you're focusing on more important things right now. Anthony Toatele here, making his way out. Tonight is his third defense of the title, facing Ace Perry at the last show and Drew Skills at the show before that.
The flowing Samoan, and he is really showing the world what kind of wrestling champion he is. You know, his slogan is show out, or show up, show out, and get out.
Right you are, Rich.
I don't know why he's got to leave so fast.
Yeah. Well, the idea, you show up, you do the job, get paid, go home.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall with a 30-minute time limit for the Wrestling Theology Fellowship Heavyweight Championship.
Introducing first, the challenger, weighing in at 225 pounds, being accompanied to the ring by the greatest wrestling manager ever. He is from his own personal hell, the Iron Demon, Shane Mercer!
Nikki Campbell taking the microphone from Zane.
And introducing his opponent, weighing in at 213 pounds, from Salt Lake City, Utah. He is the fluid Samoan. He is the Wrestling Theology Fellowship Heavyweight Champion. He is Anthony Toatele.
Oh, Jason Saint stopping Zane from exiting the ring.
Thank you, Zane. Yeah, I know.
He's calling Zane.
On my
Theology Fellowship, it is the flowing Samoan, Anthony Toatele. Anthony, I've known you for a very, very long time. We have traveled up and down the roads and feuded against each other, and I've set them up one after the next to take you down, and you're still here. But right here, in the middle of this ring, I want to tell you to your face exactly what I think you are. A worthy champion. I'm going to stay out of this one. May the best man win.
Pensive handshake from Jason Saint indicating that he does not plan to interfere in this match. Rich, given Jason's history, I'll believe it when I see it, but he sounded sincere.
Yeah, and he also called Zane Zane and not Zordon or some other name.
I didn't know he knew Zane's name.
Well, I think this match is going to be an epic match just based off of, you know, they have never wrestled each other before.
Wrestling Theology Fellowship providing a first-time match. Anthony Toatele versus Shane Mercer. The Iron Demon versus the Flowin' Samoan.
What a face-off here. This is one of those, I feel like this is one of those epic moments of Wrestling Theology Fellowship, you know, one of those times that you're never going to forget.
Absolutely. Collar and elbow tie-up, jockeying for position, and Shane just tossing Anthony Toatele down. The sheer strength of Shane Mercer. Tie up again. Anthony backing Shane into the corner, but no. The power of the Iron Demon just tossing. And Shane posing over Anthony Toatele. I think Anthony's going to have to rethink his strategy. He's not going to be able to go muscle to muscle with Shane Mercer. Crowd making their presence felt. There we go, ducking the collar and elbow tie-up. Waist lock, taking Anthony down.
Well, you know, there's chance of Shane Mercer, and then there's chance for Anthony Toatele. The crowd is almost split in some instances here.
There we go. Anthony Toatele maintaining control, floating over with the waist lock. Going back to high school wrestling background.
Yeah, and we also know that he was a high school football player as well.
Absolutely. Anthony Toatele with a front face lock, trying to maintain that control on Shane Mercer.
And Mercer getting out of that.
Yeah, sliding around,
and
rolling over.
Now it looks like he's got him in a
top wrist lock, but looking to hammer lock. And he's got Anthony pinned on the mat. Going for a chin lock.
It's like a hammer lock clutch kind of move.
Absolutely. Grapevining the other arm and just wrenching at the chin of Anthony Toatele.
So what does a guy like Anthony Toatele got to do to wrestle and beat a guy like Shane Mercer?
Rich, like I was indicating earlier, he can't let himself get caught muscle to muscle. So fewer collar and elbow tie-ups, no test of strength, trade fewer blows, and focus on good old-fashioned wrestling maneuvers. Wear him down with chin locks. Fireman's carry, rear chin lock, and wear Shane Mercer down. Tire him out. Maybe take him off of his vertical base if he can. Of course, first he's going to have to escape this chin lock.
See, I feel that Shane Mercer is one of those guys that he's almost bionic, you know? He's got the perfect...
Wrenching back on the chin.
He's got the perfect wrestling mix of strength and ability.
I think you're correct. And that's one of the reasons why Shane Mercer has been so successful throughout the Midwest Independents. And he's actually had tryouts with World Wrestling Entertainment. And you can see why.
And he's wrestled on Evolve.
Right you are. Anthony Toatele back to a vertical base, elbows, but Shane Mercer has cut him off. Top wrist lock, stepping through, and just using that to shoulder block Anthony Toatele, who's dropped down to a knee. Twisting again, yanking on the shoulder and elbow. Now look at that. Bending the hand backwards as well. Veteran maneuver from Shane Mercer.
And you know, Anthony Toatele, he reminds me a lot of possibly maybe a mix of Superfly Jimmy Snuka and maybe, I don't know, like a Ricky Steamboat or something along those lines.
Excellent comparison. I see it, Rich. Anthony flipping through, and Shane just powering Anthony back on the mat, not letting go to that top wrist lock. And you would think an unusual tactic because Anthony is going to have access to his feet, and Anthony is a high-speed wrestler, but if you can't pick somebody up, he's going to have trouble going for Goodnight Honolulu or any number of maneuvers.
And there you saw a kick up, and Shane just put him right back down there.
Oh, look at this.
Asking for the chance of Shane.
Just stomping on the wrist and then leg dropping the arm. Referee asking Anthony Toatele if he wants to continue doing his job, but I doubt Anthony's going to quit at this point. In fact, I don't know if Anthony has any quit in him. Another top wrist lock. Shane Mercer continuing to wear down the left arm of Anthony Toatele. Now, Rich, I don't know, does Anthony wear that sleeve because of a previous injury, or is that just personal preference?
You know, I don't know the answer to that.
Well, if it's personal preference, he's basically placed a target on that arm that Shane has decided to target. Fireman's carry, and Shane just hoisting him with ease. Anthony escaping. Big drop kick. But Shane Mercer is rocked, but still standing. Clothesline ducked. Oh, Frankensteiner. And Shane Mercer is outside the ring. Now, Rich, will Anthony take the chance to rest a bit, or is he going to follow Shane outside the ring?
Oh, I think he's going to follow here. And look at this. A suicide dive right into the aisleway.
Through the middle rope, taking the Iron Demon down.
And this match just got all over Mercy Road Church.
Oh, my fans, stand back. Zane wasn't kidding when he warned you that the wrestlers could land in the area. Forearm. Boot to the midsection, followed by a chop. Oh, and Anthony's doubled over. I could feel that on my sternum, Rich. Forearm. Anthony blocking, chop of his own, second. And he's rocking Shane Mercer. Boot, elbow, referee counting. They're going to have to get back in the ring. Anthony breaking the count.
Toatele breaking that count and continuing the beat down on Shane Mercer here.
Hard right hand, fans getting behind him.
That suicide dive really paid off for him, I'll tell you that much.
High risk, high reward there, Rich. And Anthony's going to have to break the count again, which he has done.
Oh, wow.
Is it a shining wizard if you do it from the apron?
It's like a punt almost. Was he a punter in his high school football team?
Second one with the other leg. He's ambidextrous with these knee/shin strikes. Going for a third one. Is he going to the well once too many times?
Oh, yeah. No. Oh, whoa.
Shane caught him.
That's not a good position to be in, and right on the hardest part of the ring.
Shane Mercer face planting Anthony Toatele right on the edge of the apron.
That is the hardest part of the ring. The edge of the apron there.
From my experience in the business, Rich, I would agree. And Anthony now in firm control, breaking the count himself.
You mean a fat, jolly man like you has wrestled before?
In my younger days. Now Shane Mercer in complete control has placed Anthony in a seat here at ringside.
Oh my goodness, what's going on here?
One revolution around the ring.
Oh my
Right,
goodness!
European uppercut.
Jeez!
Apparently this is a bowling alley tonight here at the Mercy Road Church.
Chairs everywhere.
Shane Mercer with a solid strike, knocking Anthony Toatele out of one chair and into several others.
With a running impact, flattening Anthony Toatele.
Full head of steam running around the ring.
Talk about a high risk, high reward. I mean, Shane could have hurt himself on some of those chairs.
Absolutely. And to your point, Rich, he's lucky he didn't, despite the fact that he connected. Outside leg hooked, 2 count, but Anthony Toatele kicks out.
That's just the heart and the perseverance of Anthony Toatele for sure. Let's see what's next here. What else does Shane Mercer have in his playbook here against Anthony Toatele?
Ooh. Solid right hand, squaring up, taking a boxer's stance.
I don't know if he should be asking him to come back for him. I wouldn't antagonize Anthony Toatele because you'll get that.
Absolutely. Anthony giving as good as he's receiving. Oh, a T-bone suplex. Tremendous, hoisting Anthony Toatele up with ease. 2 count. Anthony kicking out. And at this point in time, Rich, do you think Shane Mercer is getting frustrated that his high-impact maneuvers aren't taking Anthony out?
Well, I think in Shane's experience, he doesn't take as much as it would normally for like a guy like Anthony Toatele. I mean, you know, normally he's used to wrestling somebody and doing away with them pretty short work. You know, maybe a 10-minute match or so, take him out and have his way with him. Anthony Toatele, though, he's a little different. He's a different story there.
Absolutely. And to your point, there's a reason why he's the Wrestling Theology Fellowship champion. Top race lock.
Wow.
Hold him there into the deep belly-to-back suplex. I mean, he hoisted him up on his shoulders before tossing him over and then doing the deep snap. I mean, that served no purpose except to highlight how strong he was, other than perhaps to disorient Anthony before slamming him down with that snap of the suplex. Simply amazing.
Now he's just wearing away at Anthony Toatele, and we all know he does have a history with a broken rib, so I'm sure that's not feeling that comfortable right now.
Absolutely, and as we saw earlier, Shane was going for some kidney/lower back rib shots and just laying them in. Now, Anthony high on the waist lock. Shane cutting him off there. There we go. Forearm to the lower back, then a back body suplex. 1, 2. Long 2 count, but Anthony kicking out all the same. How much reserve does this youngster have?
And going back to the waist lock.
Absolutely. And look at this. Getting his head down low and his shoulder down low, forcing Anthony Toatele to expend energy just to breathe, let alone to try to escape. And this is the veteran wisdom from Shane Mercer. It's not all high-impact maneuver followed by high-impact maneuver. Okay? When those hit, that's wonderful, but when they miss, the failure is so painful. Whereas Shane here is just continuing to slow things down and wear Anthony down before he tries something risky again. Nevertheless, Shane back up to a vertical base, hitting a stunner-style maneuver, then it's jumping enziguri, and despite everything Shane has thrown at him, Anthony Toatele is in control, going for a cover. Got a 2 count, but Shane could touch the ropes. Referee stopped his count.
And Anthony with a burst of energy there. But is it enough to still take Shane Mercer out?
Absolutely, right here. And you saw him holding his back there. The focus of Shane Mercer has been the arm and the lower back of Anthony Toatele.
But, you know, Anthony feeding off of the fans, feeding off of their energy, continues to go full throttle against Shane Mercer here.
Absolutely. Shane ducking out of the way. Oh, and another shot to the lower back. And Anthony Toatele has just crumpled in the corner. Shane forcing him up, wrapping the arms around the top ropes, and I think we know a big knife-edge chop. And Anthony Toatele has just crumpled down to the mat. Front face lock.
Here's the stalling suplex.
And Shane Mercer, we've seen more than a few of these here in Wrestling Theology Fellowship, letting all the blood drain to the head. Now just one arm.
Oh, what a suplex and a beauty.
Down. What was that, Rich? A solid 10, 15 seconds?
Oh, yeah, 10 seconds for sure at least.
2 count, didn't hook the leg. And Shane, there we go, a little crack in the edifice. He looks frustrated. Throwing Anthony Toatele into the middle rope. This is normally where we would see Jason Saint get involved.
Yeah, Jason said he wasn't going to get involved in this match, and he seems to be doing just as he said. He was going to stay out of the match. And even Toatele seems a little surprised.
And Shane
was
surprised in the other direction. Like,
yeah.
He didn't say anything, but, you know, what the heck, Jason, is, I think, is what he was thinking.
I believe Shane did put him in that corner in thinking that Jason was going to do something to Toatele. Absolutely.
Paintbrush him, choke him across the top rope. All things in the usual Jason Saint toolkit. But not tonight. The sincerity continues.
Huh. Those things came off the top of your head pretty quick.
Well, I have a lot of examples to draw from. And Shane just taunting Anthony Toatele at this point. Slaps to the face.
He's telling him that he is going to be the new Wrestling Theology champion.
Anthony, House of Fire, forearm after forearm, clothesline and buckling Shane Mercer. Be a reminder to Shane that he should do not give in to the frustration and focus on the victory. Just a reminder to the fans, the championship match here is a 30-minute limit. We're not quite there yet, but this match shows no signs of slowing down. Oh, grapevine the legs. You gonna go for a bridge?
And asking for more Shane chants.
Oh.
That does not feel good.
No, it does not. So this is a variant on the Texas Cloverleaf. He's grapevine the ankle there. And when he falls back on his back, there you can see he's wrenching both Anthony's right knee and his left shin. There we go. And now he's bridging it and combining it with a chin lock. So it's sort of a variant on an STF. And if he can bridge up, he can, fold Anthony half like a bow and arrow. But Anthony's got his hand on the bottom rope, forcing the break. That was a lot of joints locked out there in one maneuver.
Normally we would see Jason Saint pulling that rope away.
Yes, absolutely. You are correct. And
just throwing him out of the ring like he's just a piece of trash. I don't know. What do you throw outside of a ring?
Usually your opponent.
Oh, well.
No, Levi Everett's on the card later tonight like a bale of hay. Shane Mercer bringing Anthony back up and just clubbing him in front of the fans here in the front row.
You couldn't ask me, you couldn't pay me enough to go into a ring with Shane Mercer, let me tell you.
20 minutes down.
Well, considering you're paying the guys here tonight, that's saying something.
Yeah, Anthony is not getting paid enough.
Anthony back in the ring. Jason cheering on his charge this evening. But as thus far, not interfering as promised. Big right hand. And Shane Mercer's rocked. Jumping right hand. Jumping forearm. Anthony. Shining Wizard style knee to the chin.
Oh. Spinning Enziguri.
Absolutely. Taking
Is
Shane
that
Mercer
going to be
down.
it? No, not enough.
Outside leg, 2 count.
And I think Anthony Toatele is a little shocked that didn't do it. But I think you got to do a lot more than that to take out Shane Mercer.
Absolutely. Anthony measuring Shane Mercer up, perhaps looking for Goodnight Honolulu or a super kick.
Yeah, I think he's going for Goodnight Honolulu, actually. Whoa!
Oh, Shane catching him and just tossing him off.
Oh, no. Big old power slam. Wow.
Did you see that? Outside leg. 2 count, Anthony kicking out. Goodnight Honolulu caught, tossed into a fireman's carry. Just a deep spin into a power slam. And Shane Mercer was just throwing Anthony Toatele like he weighed nothing instead of the plus 200-pounder he is.
Are we getting ready to see maybe the, what is the fall away slam off of the top?
Quite possibly. He calls it moonsault and battery. The only person I know who can pick up somebody and do a fall-away slam from a moonsault on the middle or top rope. It's, folks, if you haven't seen it, it is visually one of the most impressive things I've ever seen.
Oh, he got the moonsault in.
Anthony Toatele leapfrogging over Shane Mercer. Good night, Honolulu. He hit it.
He got it,
The
but did he get all of it?
Face breaker.
Oh,
Shane Mercer
wow.
kicking out. Anthony Toatele defeated Drew Skills and won the Wrestling Theology Fellowship Belt of Truth with Goodnight Honolulu, this single knee face breaker. He defeated him a second time with it. He defeated Ace Perry with it. And Shane Mercer has now kicked out.
I cannot believe that he kicked out of that. Although I'm not sure if he got all of it, but
Right you are. He's certainly been rocked. Rope-assisted Enziguri, and Shane Mercer is draped over the top rope. What is Anthony Toatele
what's going to
looking
happen here? Is this going to be a superplex?
I think you're right, Rich.
Oh, my goodness. This is going to hit hard.
from the second rope. Oh, Shane Mercer is up top. And down. Did you see the ring bounce from the impact? Anthony Toatele with the big superplex on Shane Mercer, but I think Anthony hurt his back as well. Both competitors are down.
And the referee is making the count here.
One of the men is going to have to answer the 10 count.
Toatele showing signs of movement, so is Shane.
Both up. Referee stopped his count.
And now they were slugging at each other here.
Trading right hands and forearms.
And knife edge chops. Oh, punch at the same time. I think they knocked each other out again.
Both men back down. A hard-hitting match here for the Wrestling Theology Fellowship Heavyweight Championship, the Belt of Truth.
And this is what it's all about. These two guys laying it all on the line for the Wrestling Theology Championship.
Fans here at the Mercy Road Church have been in, I mean, it's just been a clinic here this evening.
25 minutes down, 5 minutes remaining in the time limit.
Both competitors back up to their feet and right back at it. Big right hand, big forearm, European uppercuts. Anthony is just taking it to Shane Mercer. And Rich, it's amazing. After all the damage on his left arm, he's still able to get good positioning and leverage on those blows from his right. Oh!
Oh, rolling him up. Almost got him there. Oh, another roll up here.
Oh, fireman's carry reversed into a small package. Just a 2 count. Schoolboy style roll up. Still a 2 count.
Oh, he got him.
Got him with the goozle. Going for a, oh my word.
Good
Shane
grief.
Mercer is military pressing Anthony Toatele.
Jeez.
Catches him, big fall away slam. And after everything in this match, I don't even know how long this match has gone on, just massive displays of strength from Shane Mercer.
The strength of Shane Mercer is uncanny.
Inside leg hook and still just a 2 count. Anthony kicking out.
If that didn't put Anthony away, I don't know what will. I just don't know.
I mean, Shane could try for moonsault. Oh. Fireman's carry.
Uh-oh, this does not bode well. Oh, good grief.
Power slam from a fireman's carry. Again, a massive display of the strength, and Anthony Toatele kicking out of the cover.
He kicked out of that. He kicked out of that move.
And Shane is we said earlier we thought he might be showing signs of frustration, but we can see it here certainly.
Anthony Toatele is showing the heart of 3 men, I swear.
There's a reason why Anthony Toatele is the Wrestling Theology Fellowship champion, and we're seeing it here today. Now what does Shane have in mind? They're both on the second rope, Shane on the inside, Anthony on the outside, clubbing blows.
Is he going for his assault and battery?
I think you're right.
Or moonsault and battery?
Going for the backflip fall-away slam, but Anthony defending.
Oh.
Top rope sunset flip and just folding Shane Mercer over. He couldn't get the...
Oh, Shining Wizard.
Now he gets the cover. 2 count, and Shane Mercer has kicked out again.
Shane Mercer kicked out of that move?
And you see the fans at ringside. They can't believe it.
A look of disbelief on a lot of people there in the front row for sure. And Anthony, look of disbelief on his face too after that.
And And Shane calling for more. Big thrust kick, and it didn't even take Shane down. Super kick will do it, and Shane Mercer is down on his back. But he gets back up.
Mercer keeps saying no, keeps saying bring it on.
Ducking out of the way of the super kick, spinning discus clothesline.
Big clothesline.
And Anthony left both
1
feet.
minute remaining in time limit. 1 minute.
There's only 60 seconds left.
They've been fighting one another for 29 minutes. Oh my word. I want to see this match again. And this one hasn't even ended. Fireman's carry. Anthony escapes, big right hand.
30 seconds
You
remaining.
can always find our shows at Pivot Share,
Absolutely.
which if you're watching this, you probably know about that.
Come on, he says. Another.
15, 14.
It's amazing. After rocking Shane Mercer, just trading blows is Anthony and Shane.
And they're just punching away at each other, chopping away at each other, just continuously. And this match is going to be over.
Fans, if you can believe it, the 30-minute time limit has expired.
Both collapsing
Jason
here.
Saint can't believe it.
And unfortunately, this match is over.
Referee Will Stone has declared this a no contest due to a time limit draw. Therefore, still Wrestling Theology Fellowship Heavyweight Champion Anthony Toatele.
Fans are giving a big round of applause for Anthony and Shane. A 30-minute time limit.
By default, Anthony Toatele retains the championship.
My word. Rich, I assume you're going to make a rematch for the next show at this rate.
Well, I mean, a winner is not declared here. And, well, let's see what Shane has to say.
I mean, I ain't gotta say much. You already hear. Tonight, in case you people didn't know, was the first time me and this man ever locked horns one-on-one anywhere on this earth. And we just went for 30 minutes, and still no one could outbeat the other. Now, due to technicality, and you have all my respect in the world as a champion, but you didn't beat me tonight.
Anthony, listening to the challenge, snatching the microphone back.
You're right, Shane. I didn't beat you, but you didn't beat me. I think that the people have spoken. Far be it for me to say that, you know, I am any sort of commissioner or anything, but what do you guys think? One more match with these two, huh? What do you say, Demon? You already know I'm about no limits. Only thing left is taking that title home. Now, what about your answer, champion? Show up, show out, get out, still the champion.
Well, they're right. They do need to have another match, and that will definitely be happening. In fact, I'm telling you right now, Jeremy, I'm going to sign it. I'm going to make the announcement here in a moment when we go out and do our message, but we're going to have them in a rematch, and that's going to be a 60-minute time limit match.
Oh, my. Is that for the January show, Rich?
January 25th at Defining Moments, yes.
You heard it here, folks. First